About the versions, first no need to worry. So we are learning latest version of Pega 8.7. And see, basically, some of you friends or colleagues will suggest you to learn Pega. Mostly nobody know Pega technology. Means even Pega is very old technology. See here, in the market, see there are many technologies will be coming and few technologies will have demand for some days, okay, for some years or like that. But Pega, it's having a lot of demand. Like from past 30 years, Pega is there. Okay, give me a second. From past 30 years, Pega is there. See, but why still Pega is having such a demand? Because the reason is simple. It's a initial days Pega is a only business logic, like it is going to only support the business logic part. See, like it is also called as a BRE tool at 1980s and all, 80s, 90s and all. See, but after some years, they want to include like they want to involve in every part of development, like from starting from application development till the deployment part. They want to involve in every phase of development, application development, like in the UI building, business logic, database connectivity, server connectivity. So everything they want to give in one platform. So that is nothing but Pega PRPC. So I'll again mention what is PRPC. That all I'll mention. See, Pega main purpose is so in overall in a single statement. So Pega is easy to develop enterprise web applications without any coding. See here, maximum. See internally some Java other things will be running, but when you're working on Pega technology, so you're just going to reuse the available application functionalities. See, Pega basically is an application, and in this application we are going to reuse the available functionalities and complete the application development. See, generally, see, we'll be getting the projects and we'll be working on the project, right? So in a project requirements we'll be having, and in that requirements will be they'll divide the requirement to different modules and they'll be giving the works. So as a developer, you'll be working what are the requirement given to you or what are the specification given to us. We'll be working on that part of requirement. So for understanding the requirement and for doing or completing that requirement, so we need to understand the Pega application rules. What are Pega rules or how to implement these Pega rules in application development we are going to understand. So this training completely the purpose is to know what is Pega application and how to build up new applications using the available rules. So for learning Pega, other thing is no need to have any prerequisites. Means you if you're coming from any background or totally from non-IT background also, you can understand the concepts well and you can implement them in your development also. See for Pega, no need to have any knowledge of any other technology. No need to have any prerequisites. Okay. So when learning Pega, only thing is just what are the available concepts we have in this technology. So we are going to just reuse them. Okay, so understand the concept and reuse in application development. So for understanding that, so today just introduction only. So tomorrow some installation and server configuration I'll discuss. And after that, see any version generally the rules will be mostly same. See front end application, you are a front end developer. Basically, we'll be calling us as a front end developer. So front end developers when working on application, so they'll be maximum any version of Pega they'll be using the common concepts only. And other thing is backend part and all. Don't worry. So backend part in the backend some Java will be running. Some HTML code will be running, scripts will be running. So many things in the backend will be running. But as a developer, so only will be reusing the applications like complete drag and drop platform. So to begin with this, see whenever we know this Pega technology is used to develop applications, I said right. So but in the back end, some of the available functionalities, see application development means we'll be having so much coding internally will be there. Okay, suppose if you take some .NET or any Java technologies, so there also will be writing some code. But in Pega, without writing code, we can manage the application development. But in the background, code will be generated. See, Pega will be in the front end, just a drag and drop and use the functionalities. But in the back end, in the server level, it is going to generate some code in the backend. So that is not means that is internal thing. No need to change it or no need to modify it. Okay, and it's a complete it's a platform. One platform will be given, and when Pega Systems, see actually Pega Systems is the main organization, and it is the Pega is a product of Pega Systems. See, from 1983 it is started. See now, see whenever any organization want to develop a application for some client, see generally they look for many options. See now there every company or every technology now it is into automation. See most of the technology is now in moved to automation process. So automation process will decrease the time of what are the anything. It can be anything, testing or whatever, any other thing. So development or whatever. So it will decrease the time. Overall time will be decreased. Performance will be improved, and reusability will be more. Okay, and manual work will be less in the automation technology. So Pega is a complete automation development platform. So what happens with this means, see, we are not going to develop application from scratch. Like I mean to say, so already UI is available in the Pega application. Business logic is available, and database connections, server connections are also available. Only thing is, so 50 to 70% of application comes developed. Only thing is remaining part of application. Just we have to reuse the available features and complete the requirement. So you are not going to begin the development from zero. Already application comes with all the available resources. That is nothing but automation resources will be there. So where we need to reuse them and complete the application development. Okay, so like that. So Pega, who are learning Pega and after learning, so who are working in Pega technology, so doesn't need any prerequisites. Suppose if you have a background like Java background or anything, it's fine. But even if you come from any non-IT sector or non-IT background, still you can easily learn and work on this technology. Okay, so it's a main purpose of Pega is to completely application building tool or application development platform. And here without any coding, we can manage the application developments. Okay. So here I want to give some technologies into similar thing, but their coding is required like Java, PHP, Python, etc., etc. Many technologies are there in the market. So maybe all are into application building or application development, but the process will be different in every each technology. See, in some technologies, coding is required, and in some technologies, 50% coding and 50% automation will be there. But in Pega, complete automation without any 0%, without any single line of code, we can manage the application development based on the given functionalities. Okay. So I will give you some advantages of Pega compared to the previous technologies. See, first thing is, as I said, coding is not required in this in the Pega technology. And but other things is, but companies will not worry about the coding. See, developers will we maybe worry about the coding, but see, companies or the clients will not. See, they need a product with given requirements, right? So companies or these clients will not worry about the coding is there or not. So they will only look about the, see, this is only advantage for developers. Okay, see, but for others and all, so coding is there or not, the product is main, right? So for clients and all, so whether the requirement given is correctly implemented or not, it is the final thing for the client. But so coding is not there means only advantages for the developers. Okay, so other advantage like client level or companies level, what is advantage is, see, production cost will be less for the companies because I see that will be advantage for the clients also. And other thing is development time will be less in this because see, when already most of the application features are available, so we are only reusing them, right? So it will take less time to complete the development, and also the overall production cost will be less. Development time will be less, production cost will be less. And that is the main thing, right? Any company or any client will look for the same. So cost of production and time of development replacements, so automatically they'll prefer such technologies. Okay, so compared to any traditional technologies or any other technologies in the market, so Pega is having this particular advantage. Okay, so main edge for this Pega technologies, so the development time and production costs are less, and also other thing is maintenance time or maintenance cost and maintenance is easy in this technology. See, overall, these three factors only companies or clients will check. And when 90% of the functionalities are means if particularly in other technologies and all, what happens is the development time may be more and production cost also will be more. And other thing is after the development, see some maintenance will be there, some modifications and enhancements, some again more implementation they may configure at that time. So the maintaining of application and cost of maintenance will be high in some technologies or many technologies. So that part and all, it is easy in Pega, and without modifying many features, it can be easily maintained in this Pega platform. So these three factors are main. Remaining and all like security wise, performance wise, speed wise. So these all common. I mean, other technologies also they will provide, but it is somewhat better in Pega technology. Security features wise or performance wise, the application developed in this technology are somewhat better. Okay. And developer-wise, other advantages, no need to be expert on any programming part or no need to be expert on any database knowledge or server knowledge is not required. See, developer-wise, only advantages. So without any knowledge or without any other technical knowledge, directly we can understand the Pega concepts and implement that. Okay. So remaining and all advantage for the clients and companies, but for developers who are working in this application building. So advantage for them is so coding will not be there and no need to be expert on any particular technology. Whether if you don't have any SQL knowledge also you can survive in Pega. Okay. Whether you don't have any knowledge on HTML also you can survive in Pega technology. Okay. So these are some benefits of Pega, why it is getting more popular year by year, or see already from 30 years it is there and it will rule for many years. Like see there is no particular timeline for this technology. So till development exists, so Pega will be there in the market. Okay. Suppose if you take any some technologies like mainframes and all, the market is only there for 10 years, but life of that particular technology will be very short span. So it's like that some technologies will come and maybe some other new improvements are there in some other technologies means they will prefer some other technology, right? Like that Pega in this position, Pega is there means so they worked for 20-30 years they work. Okay. So now any technology want to build any company want to build any technology like this, so they need to work for some 20-30 years they need to work. Okay. And by the time Pega will be more advanced. Okay. So integrating is other important factor in Pega. See, nowadays application to application integration is very common in any technology. See, for example, if you go for any like bank application, if you take, see, we can pay the credit card payments from other banks. We can pay the utility bills, like we can pay internet bills, electricity bills, water bills, like anything. See, it is supporting, like it is integrating with other services and we can perform different actions from the same application. Okay. So earlier, like such integrating applications will be very less, but nowadays, so payment gateway is a third party integrating application like that. Every application now require a lot of integration services. So those all easily manageable in this technology. That is also main advantage in Pega. See, in some other technologies, integrating an application is some difficult process. Means we need to know a lot of knowledge on some other technologies and all. But in Pega, already complete configuration will be given. Just a template will be there, or some wizard will be there. There we need to provide the resources and fill the required options. So it will be easy, somewhat compared to other technologies. It's very simple in Pega technology. Okay, so like that you'll understand all these things step by step. You'll understand. So Pega is just a product name, but see BPM we'll be calling Pega as a actually it's a application. Pega PRPC is application, but it come under BPM tool. See here a lot of people will have a confusion whether BPM Pega is a tool or Pega is application. See Pega is an application, but it come under BPM tool. See what is this BPM means? See in the market channel many every technology will be having some environment, so Pega technology will be using this environment called BPM, Business Process Management. So it's a backend thing, but just it will be managing the complete life cycle of application development, like from beginning to the end. What are all the resources we connect from starting of application development till the deployment? What are all the different stages we have in development life cycle? All these things it will be managed by this BPM process. So it's a backend thing, but it will be running like from every stage of development. So it will be running in the backend. It will manage some of the important resources. It is going to manage in the backend. So we don't use like a front end thing. It's a complete backend thing. So like that, BPM is a one of the environment we can say. Every technology will have some environment like that. Pega in Pega technology, so they'll be using this environment. And other advantage in BPM is like it will be having some flow diagrams. So any work we created or any particular requirement we added, so we need to finally connect in this process. Actually, we'll be calling as either the process or flow diagrams we'll be calling. So that also we'll see. Like within 4 or 5 classes, we'll understand that like this some diagrams will be there and we need to connect everything like some of the important concepts directly or indirectly, everything we need to connect inside the flow only. So without this connection, so we can't manage like anything in application. If you're defining directly or indirectly, completely we have to map it in the flow. That will help to improve the performance of applications and also reusability. And when maintaining an application, it will be easy to maintain without disturbing all the features in the application. So what are the particularly where we are going to modify the feature exactly directly we can update in the process level we can update. So like that in application, whenever these application requirements are completed, we need to include them in the process. Okay, that you'll understand in after next week classes. You'll understand in detail about this. So in traditional technologies, what happens means individually they need to connect all the things like see business logic separately they need to connect database connections, UI connections separately they'll be adding. But in this Pega or in this BPM, what happens means like your UI database and business logic, everything we need to connect in the flow diagram. So that will make the performance or efficiency of applications easier, and also reusability will be more. Okay, so that is some internal thing. How to do that and all we'll understand practically in the next week sessions. See, in the market, Pega is not the only BPM tool. There are many technologies into this category, like Oracle BPM, IBM BPM tools are there, Windows BPM tools are there. See, in market, there are many technologies into BPM category. But one thing is every BPM tool is not a development platform. See, some are some supporting technologies will be there which are into different things. See, all the BPM tools are not into development. Some are some are partial development tools. Some are into different uses. Like see, there will be some ticketing tools. Like some are into partial development. Okay, so middleware tools. See, like that, they will be using the same process, but the purpose of each BPM tool will be different. Okay, so other than this, Pega PRPC will be calling. So PRPC is actually see the portal or the platform used to build the application. See, complete application features will be given in this. And when a developer get any requirement, so complete application building will be done in this PRPC platform. So it's a one package. Another thing is in the PRPC, all your rules, Pega rules will be calling. So all the Pega rules, database connections, server connections, integration connections, everything will be given in the platform. So just in the platform, we will log in, how to log in, how to open that all I'll show you slowly. So in the PRPC platform only, complete application development will happen. And if you work on any organization, this is common. See, commonly, see, application generally, suppose if you're opening any application, suppose some HDFC bank application, if you open, it will look same for everyone, right? Okay, so like that. So this Pega application also, whoever work, like anybody working in any company, so application will be same for everyone. Same options will be there and same features will be there. Okay, so we are going to use this PRPC to build the applications and deploy the applications. So whenever you manage any building, so we'll be completely working on this. Pega rules process commander is the full form for that. Okay, so generally that's why Pega PRPC BPM will be calling. So Pega is a product name, PRPC is the portal name, or we can use different names. I'll tell you what are all the different names we'll be using in the next class. So and BPM is the environment name. So that's why so Pega PRPC BPM will be using the term. And other than this, see, Pega comes with a package. See, generally, Pega Systems is a licensed company, like a licensed organization, and any company want to build applications using this technology means they need to get license from Pega Systems. And when the license is taken, see, all the resources will be provided by Pega Systems only. Like what OS and all anyway, system configuration will be there anyway. Mostly they'll be using Windows, and apart from that, they'll be using database server. See, application building means compulsory database is required, server is required, and we need actually some OS is required. Okay, and Pega here, in order to build applications, we are using Pega technology, right? So Pega PRPC application framework is required. See, these are all will be provided by Pega systems. And other than that, in the Pega application, some of the concepts and features are developed using core Java. So when you're reusing those features in the server, Java will be running. Okay, so Java will be hosted inside the server, and in the backend, Java will be running as part of the package. So you'll be getting all these things in part of Pega environment, like database, server, Java, and Pega framework. All these will come as a one package. And how to install that, I'll show in the next class. And see, basically application development, I'm saying, see, what kind of applications we develop in Pega means, see, will be generally a web application means, see, anything we open in the www, so all come under web applications. See, some are small applications will be there, and some are enterprise applications will be there. So basically using Pega, we used to develop enterprise web applications, we used to develop. See, enterprise web applications means, for example, so Gmail, your see, every time, see, everyone will be having a bank account, banking applications, insurance. Suppose, say, everybody will have some insurance, whether a life insurance, health insurance, or some other insurance will be there. So, like everyone will be taking car insurance or bike insurance, something. So, like insurance application, see, everyone will be using a some mobile or anything, and use some. We'll be using some network like telecom sector applications. But one thing is, see, the applications which we develop not only for common users. See, most of the applications we develop will be used by the, see, company employees will be using the main application. See, basically, see, if you, even if you have a bank account also, the main application will be used. See, we may access some part of application as a user of a bank. We may access only small part of application, but the main entire application will be used by the bank employees. See, bank employees will have more access to the application features, and they will be having more view to the application. Okay, more pages or more access to the application. So generally, the web applications which we develop, it will be mostly used by the employees of that organization. Suppose if it is a banking application, means bank employees will be using that. If it is a, say, telecom application, main application and all, we can't access. Generally, it will be accessed by the, suppose if you go for any Airtel organization, Airtel company will be having more access to the application, all features. Okay. So like that, if you go for any BSNL or some in India, suppose BSNL or something, they may have more features and all. Like if you open any insurance like LIC or something, they may have more access to the say the LIC office will have the access to the main application. So like that, see, the same application will have access to end users also, but most of the features which we develop in the application, web application, it will be used by the employees of the organization, like that insurance sector, healthcare sector, oil and gas, government, entertainment sector. See, if you take anything like in the web we open, so in any sector we can develop applications. And here as a developer, see, generally we as a when you're working in Pega technology, we are developers, or we'll also call the other term as system architects will be called. I'll particularly mention that in the next class. So basically, we are developers. So generally, if you apply for any Pega position, you have to apply as a Pega developer only. So we may work on some part of requirement in the application. So we don't have a complete knowledge on domain. Okay. See, application domain is not, domain knowledge is not required here. We may be working on the requirement given to us, so we need to have a knowledge on the Pega rules, like what are Pega rules, how to use in application development. So that particular knowledge we must have. Okay. So like that, when working on the Pega, so all the resources and all, how to join, connect, and what are the resources we have, step by step we'll be understanding. See, basically Pega, like a completely practical oriented only will be understanding, like one end-to-end application I'll be working. So under that, I'll implement all the Pega concepts. Okay, in real time, how the work will be given and how we are going to manage the work. Same way in training also, because see, after the training you need to put some experience. So when you put experience, you must speak like how you work in the real time. Same way you are going to learn the process here. Okay. And see, some architecture will be there. I'll just give a basic understanding now, but again, we'll understand the same in the coming classes. See, your role will be developer, right? So developer will be implementing these internal application features he'll be connecting, and also they'll be connecting with external resources also they'll be connecting, like application to other applications, application to databases. So that all come under some internally some protocols will be there, okay, and some servers will be there, server connection will be there. So all that can be managed. Any application is developed, it will be managed from this given architecture. So that all again in detail you'll understand, like in the coming classes, what is rule base, what are protocols, what are clipboards, how the data will pass from application to server, all that particular points and all in detail. I'll show with the detailed examples. I'll show you. In first session, it is not required. Okay, see, versions wise means, see, from Pega trial versions they release, but main versions and all started with 4. Even 4 is also some like a trial version only, but most of the companies they developed these applications from even 3 and 4 also they build few applications, but most of the companies started developing using this Pega from version 5 they use. Okay, so I started from 6.2 version in my career, so I used even 6.1 also, some migrating and all I did. So 6.2 I use from 6.2. I used most of the versions 6.2, 6.3, 7.2, 7.4. Okay, and 7.4 directly. Okay, even though we have some 7 other versions, like 7 we have up to 7.4 we have. Later they directly released 8 versions. I worked on 8.2, 8.4, 8.6, and 8.7 also I use. Okay, but see, some versions, some companies and all, they may not use, like in 7 only 7.3 is there. Okay, they didn't, most of the companies did not use 7.3. Even 7.3 is there. Some other versions we have, but sometimes some versions they may not use. Okay, that is not a issue. Because any some new features are there means directly they'll release some other patch version they'll be releasing. And here many subversions also will be there, like say 7.1.2, 7.2.1, 7.2.2, like that. Many subversions also will be there. That is not required. Okay. So here now all the companies are using 8 version only. So any 8 version like 8.7 is also there, guys. So I'll be giving training on 8.7 version for your batch. And see, version wise, but see, even if you get trained in this 8.7, you may work on 8.6 or 8.4 also you may work, or even 8.2 also you may work. So any version if you get a chance, no need to worry. So the concepts will be same, nothing difference, nothing much difference will be there. Just even you can't notice also what are the differences also. We can't notice until we use that feature. So any differences are there, I'll point out topic wise. Okay. And see, in order to install Pega, see, as of now, for the latest versions of Pega, like 8.6 or 8.7, if you want to install, see, any Windows it will support, but I suggest you Windows 10 or Windows 11. So Windows 7 or 8 is there means try to upgrade to Windows 10 or Windows 11, guys. Okay. And 8 GB RAM is compulsory required for the present versions. Even for 8.4 and all, even 4 GB RAM will support. But for present versions, compulsory minimum 8 GB RAM is required. Okay, so and free space. Actually it will occupy some 12 GB, 12 to 15 GB free space is required. Here I mentioned 10 plus, so 15 GB up to 15 GB free space is required. See, these are the basic requirements to install Pega. Again, in the next class, I'll mention some detailed procedure and all. Okay, this part again it will discuss in next class also. See, first thing is why we are learning this technology and what is the main motto of it. See, generally anyone, any technology, if they learn, they need to get a job in this technology, right? So they need to get a offer in this technology. So see, first thing is Pega is easy comparing any other technologies in the market. So Pega is one of the easy technology in the market, no doubt about that. Even any slow learner, if you have a very basic skills and without, if you can't catch any concept simply also, they can understand this process easily. Okay, how it works. Okay, how the things can be developed in this platform. We can understand easily. That is no problem at all. So understanding wise anyone can understand Pega without any difficulty. So that is from my end, I will compulsory give my assistance and my support. And see, other thing is, see, Pega has a good demand in the market, no doubt about that. Even so, they are taking like they are everyone saying like recession, right? Even in this time, so Pega resources, many resources they are going to take, and from December again, lot of requirement is there from December end. So from December to again February till February, there will be a lot of resources they'll be taking in this technology. So demand wise, no worry at all. So Pega, many companies require a lot of resources in this technology. See, and the learners say who learn Pega also very less people only know about this technology, and competition also will be less compared to other technologies. Suppose some everybody knows some name Java like .NET, Salesforce, something, right? Suppose if one person is there means there will be like 100 people will be means they'll be having competition like one for one position 100 persons will be trying, but in Pega maximum one position is there means some 4 to 5 people only will try. So it will be easy completely, it will be easy for Pega developers to get a job. Okay, minimum performance if you put or minimum performance if you give in the interview, so they are going to compulsory take. Okay, see, they know that you are not a real time and you don't have any real time knowledge. Companies know that. Okay, so only thing is you need to put some basic performance in the interview, and if you give that performance, if you prove your performance like you know Pega knowledge, you have Pega knowledge, if you prove in the interview, they're ready to take, guys. Okay, so they don't expect a complete knowledge, but at least some 70-80% if they if they have, so they are ready to take up, because companies gone give training for every resource, right? So it happens for every IT technology. For Pega also it will happen the same. And see, salaries also, even though the technology is simple to understand and easy to work, so salaries are very high for Pega technology compared to any other IT technology or IT. If you take Amazon Web Services or any other technology or any Salesforce or any other technology, so Pega will be having, or Pega developers will be having a very good salaries. Okay, so it will be 40 to 50% more maximum. Some companies will be so even 70% more than other technologies. Okay, so no doubt about that. So your pace wise and all, salaries wise and all, it will have a very good package you'll be getting. Every company will offer that. And first thing, other thing is like all the some of the points which are earlier repeated. Again, like prerequisites are not required for Pega developers. Okay, anyone can learn this, and no need to have any database knowledge, server knowledge, or any other thing. So no need to have any domain knowledge or functional knowledge in this Pega technology. And you will be developers. Generally, most of the jobs in the market, 90%, more than 90% of the jobs is for the developer role only. And other thing is some certifications will be there for Pega, like CSA, CSSA. Two certifications will be there. See, it is mandatory, guys, for Pega. If you want to apply for Pega job, means certification is mandatory. At least first level, if you write, you can put the resume. Now, and certifications, how to complete and all, I will help you. Easily, you can manage that, no problem at all. And say by the time you complete the training, you can complete the certification also. I will guide you for that. And say the companies will expect some knowledge from the who are going to they're going to recruit some resources, right? Only thing is they accept some knowledge on Pega technology. Apart from that, you are not going to prove in the interview like writing any code or nothing to write. So just technically and scenario based questions only they'll be asking. And outside Pega they'll not ask anything. In internally, what are the concepts we have in Pega? On that only you'll be having the questions also. You'll be getting all the documentation like interview questions, video recordings of all these classes you'll be getting. So no worries. Even after the training also you can access this. and you'll be able to manage. Even these videos will helpful during the real time also. When you're working on any particular task or anything, the videos will help in the real time also. Okay, so that wise, no need to worry, the classes will happen online only. So you can again review if you understand. If you don't understand any point or any topic, again you can review those videos and clearly get the topic right. Okay, and it will be even after the training also, support and assistance will be there, not only during the training. So even after the training till you get the job, and even my students, even after they get the job, any assistance is required during on job, support will be given free. Means not complete requirement. See, you will not bet like see from I will not do complete requirement of his, but any questions if you ask on that particular requirement, I will assist. Okay, so some will be taking charges, but any simple questions and all, any particularly, because see, I know the knowledge what you will get from the training. So my students without any support they can manage the work. Okay. See, generally, see, so many people will be asking for job support. See, but that is not required for Pega resources, guys. See, if you learn Pega perfectly, so support is also not required. See, they can manage on their own. Okay. See, like that Pega technology, the motto is to see, everyone motto is to get a job on this technology, right? Because see, if you get a job in Pega, it will be like a secure job, more secure job, guys. Okay, because Pega resources and all, any company they'll not remove any Pega resources. Okay, so they will compulsory give more time. Suppose even if you did not perform well for starting days, also they'll not remove. Don't worry about that, so it's a more secure job. Okay, so once you enter the organization, so they'll never remove any resources based on performance wise, or if they don't have any projects also they'll not remove. Okay, so don't worry about that. So once you get an offer in Pega, it is the most secure job in the market. Okay, and apart from that, growth, if you change the company, the growth will be more than 60 to 70% more you can demand from what you get in the present company. But we don't change regularly. See, now if you join Pega for at least 2 years, you have to stay in the same. After 2 years, if you change, you can get more than 100% package what you get right now. You can get more than 100% you can get. So that all some calculations will be there. But once you join the first company, even you put experience, right? So first company when you put, so at least minimum 2 years you have to work. Okay, that will be best. Okay, after 2 years you can get a more package, like whatever you demand they are going to offer you. Okay, so like that many things will be there, running. I mean, attending the live classes we will be discussing more points like that. So this will be like regular classes will happen to Monday to Friday, 7 to, sometimes I'll be taking 7 to 8 or 7 to 8:30 also I'll be taking based on my availability and all. But 7 to 8 or 7 to 8:30 the class time will be, and you'll be getting the recordings, and software will be software installation process I'll discuss tomorrow. And okay, okay, from your end, any questions if you have, you can ask, guys. So who joined today newly? So you can just drop your email.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, the Gaurav this side.
Yes, tell me, good.
Yeah, I have the one question.
Yeah.
What is the impact for recessions on the Pega field?
No technology will have any impact. See, they'll not remove the current positions, right? So they'll never remove any positions who are already working in any technology. But see, just 1 to 2 months, then generally, see, I'm not talking about other technologies, but Pega wise, no problem at all, guys. Okay, so new projects will be coming, and new projects are going to begin. So they are going to take lot of resources. Lot of resources are required also in this technology. So no problem at all. So Pega wise, no worries at all. Okay. So other technologies, some
Okay,
see,
means
any technology will not affect first thing. Okay. So no technology will affect. See, IT will be having its see, even during the worst also, maybe this will be there only for short term. No need to worry about that. So they say, but nothing is there like that. Nothing worst is there like that. See, IT will be compulsory there, guys. See, without IT, nothing will be running right in the world. So whatever happens, IT will be running. Okay. So that all no need to worry about at all. Okay. So any worst
Yeah,
also,
means
yes, tell me.
yeah, yeah, it's means it's compared than other technologies. The Pega is a secure
Yeah, that's
because
what.
so means resources many less in market, but it's definitely secure job in Pega means
Yeah, that's what the in Pega
company
wise
and
secure job. No need to worry about that. Yeah, companies I see like how government jobs are more secure. Pega will be like that. So if you have a see companies know that if Pega resources is any real time resources is there means compulsory they will take without any means they'll give more package and they're going to take and they'll not allow any resource to move out from the company. Okay, yeah, it's a secure job. In that perspective, no need to worry at all. I said right. So they'll not remove any Pega resources on performance wise or any other wise. They'll never remove any Pega resource. I don't see any company removing any person based on performance from my tenure career. So no need to worry about that. Secure job wise, it's a guarantee thing. Okay. And once you enter the company, so till you come out of that company, they'll never remove any resource. Okay. Whether projects are there or not, also they'll keep. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
So others, any questions? So whoever joined, please share your email IDs in the chat window. Yes, share your email ID. Manish, share your email ID. Srikanth, share your email ID. Uh, Jayashree, share your email ID. Okay, Gaurav, share your email ID. Akshat, share your email IDs. So every day same link, guys. Link will be same. So tomorrow I'll be taking some 1.5 hour session. I'll be taking. Because I'll be taking installation part and also give some introduction to PRPC platform. So tomorrow, after tomorrow class, I'll begin these practical. Okay, so like how to build a project and all. So if time is there, I'll begin tomorrow. Otherwise, day after tomorrow, I'll begin the project. Okay. See, Pega completely runs on this practical way only. We will be learning more, guys. Okay. Technically, if introduction will be there before every topic, but to understand more Pega, you'll be understanding more practically. Okay. So that's you'll be implementing the same. I'll give some exercises and assignments and all. You can practice. What are the things I'm giving in the classes? You can practice them, and some more assignments also I'll be giving. You can also practice those. So you can see Pega. Only thing is concept wise, if you understand, it is very easy, guys. Okay, so nothing will be there difficulty wise. So Pega difficulty range and all. If I say it will be very easy, guys. Okay, so difficulty wise Pega, nothing is there difficulty in Pega, just a complete template, just how you navigate from one page to other page and all. So it will be like just a drag and drop and point and click option tool will be there. Like application will be just features will be using them, just pass the parameters and variables and just reuse them in the application. Okay, it will be easy. Anyone, even if you totally come from any non-IT come, see in Pega technology, there are many people in many companies from civil engineers are working in Pega, mechanical engineers are working in Pega, so MBA graduates are working in Pega. So no need to worry about your background wise or whatever you come from. So you can from now from scratch or from zero you learn Pega, and you will be able to by the end of the training it will be, so it will be for 50 to 55 days. So by end of the classes you will be able to understand Pega in a like how a 2 3 years experience person will be having in the real time. So in that particular way you will be able to understand and gain the knowledge in this technology. And see, generally, if you put experience on Pega, so this training will help you up to 4.5 years you can put. So in some cities in India or some cities in outside, like in outside India, you can put up to 4 5 years you can put. India means in suppose in cities like Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, and all 3.5 you can put. In Pune, no, like in North, like Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, like that, you can put up to 4.5 also you can put. Okay. See, because see, Pega, whether a fresher, he is working as a fresher or expensive person. So most of the concepts will be similar in Pega technology. Okay, so if you work as a fresher, but now you will not be taken as a fresher, compulsory some experience. If you have a gap means you can put as put experience. Suppose if you don't have any gap after your graduation, suppose you recently passed out and if you are learning this Pega technology means you can also apply as a fresher. Okay, but if you have some gap after your graduation, like say 2020 pass out or any 2018 pass out, they can put some experience on this technology and apply for this Pega. Okay, so you'll be getting like that more guidance and more assistance will be given in this step by step. I'll be discussing some more points like this. So you can join tomorrow, and tomorrow class we'll be discussing the installation part and PRPC introduction part. I'll discuss, guys. Okay, and what are application types in Pega? So those I'll mention in the next class. Okay. So same time, so same meeting link will be there daily. So we'll meet tomorrow, guys. Thank you, everyone. Any
Hello,
questions, anyone?
hello.
Yes, tell me.